Enter Red Room. This is the last video that I'm doing of the day probably for you guys. So just back to back to back, right? Essentially, this is another pad video. I feel like the pad videos are surprisingly like well received. You know who you are, the person that like watches them, but like I feel like people do watch the pad ones. I don't know, it's like very interesting to me that people like watch it, right? So I ended up getting some more pads and I decided to try this brand because why not? It was at TJ Maxx, which is kind of where I like to buy my pads, just because like they're $1 or $2 cheaper there. So why not buy them $1 or $2 cheaper than like somewhere else? But yeah, I've never tried this brand. I feel like I've heard of this brand, but I've never tried it. It's Lola. So this is the pads that I got. So it's the regular ultra thin pads with wings, made with 100% cotton, and it's 16 ultra thin pads with wings. So I guess the flow factor is on the medium scale. You may not be able to use this if like you have a heavy flow, but for me in general, I like wearing pads just on a regular day. I can do panty liners, they're just too fucking thin for me, but I wear pads like every day just for any leakage, you know, discharge, whatever. But this is how it comes. It comes like that. Oh, my arm. Comes like that, and I just took one out and it looks like this. Let me open it up. Just make sure. So what it looks like, and then like it sticks or whatever. So when I open this one up, I can see the little, I guess, cotton granule type thing. Like if you look at it, right, you can kind of see the little specks of it, of the organic cotton. But yeah, so I'm gonna try this brand. As you guys know, Honey Pot is basically what I use for my menstrual, like the ones that I use when I'm menstruating and the ones I use on a regular basis. This one I will try. It seems like I might get on with this a little bit more than the, I like the Real ones, but they weren't very impressionable. As I can like not recall. Like I recall the box and I recall using them, and I think they were okay. Like I feel like there was something about them that I didn't like. I think it may have been the adhesion, like they weren't adhesive enough for me or something. It was something about them that I was like, this was a cool experience, I'm gonna use these up, but I'm not gonna purchase them again. I think it was the stickiness. I think it was the adhesive on the back that I didn't feel like was that secure. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, these were $5.99, which is cheaper than the Honey Pot. And I probably will look online to see if they have other like sizes, flow catchers, just to see which one suits me, see if I can find them somewhere else, because going to TJ Maxx or Marshalls sorry, is very like hit or miss. And what I mean by that is the products may not be there consistently like you would have with like a grocery store or some sort of, you know, like a grocery store or something like that. Usually just a grocery store. Like you usually can find your brand stuff consistently at a grocery store. TJ Maxx and Marshalls, they don't work like that. It's just like they have like trickle ins of like different brands, and sometimes you'll be able to find the brand for like a good 3 months and then it'll stop and you'll be like, oh, especially if you grow to attach to the brand, then you're like, damn, where can I find it? And then it's online and it's like twice the price. Oh god. But yeah, so I'm gonna see about Lola, see if I like it. I do, like I said, try the organic cotton brands more, so that's basically where I am. Like, I'm not a conventional pad person anymore. And I think I've mentioned this before. The next step would be to get the reusable ones, the reusable cotton pads that snap together with the wings instead of like just adhesive. So that's my next step. I'm not a menstrual cup person. I'm not a menstrual silicone. I don't know. I like free flowing, and I don't like feeling like something's up there. Like, that was the issue I had with tampons. It just felt really, I felt blocked, essentially. Like, literally there's something there, but like I just felt really blocked, and I didn't like that feeling, so I just never went back to using tampons. But yeah, so that's the brand Lola. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.